Today I learned that a Brazilian priest flew over the Atlantic Ocean seated on a chair held by 1,000 helium balloons. This fact happened back in 2008. The priest was trying to break a record in an attempt to draw attention to a project he led that aimed to help truck drivers through his church. The priest had already successfully done something similar in the past, but this time, 8 hours after he was in the air, bad weather shifted his course towards the Atlantic Ocean, where he went radio silent. He unfortunately never got rescued, and his body was found 3 months later, 60 miles away from the coast of Rio de Janeiro and more than 500 miles away from his departure point. Today I learned that the most valuable currency in the world is the Kuwaiti Dinar. As of the recording of this video, a single Kuwaiti dinar costs $3.30. Kuwait is home to one of the largest oil reserves in the world, and its economy is highly dependent on it. With such a high global demand for oil, the Kuwaiti dinar has been the highest currency in the world for quite a while now, and is bound to stay this way as long as they maintain their economic stability. Today I learned about the Van Halen weird contract clause prohibiting brown M&Ms in the backstage area of their concerts. Among the dozens of clauses in the band's contract, there was an odd one that specifically didn't allow brown M&Ms in the backstage. If they were found, the band could cancel the entire concert at the full expense of the promoter. What stood out for years as eccentric famous people behavior was in fact the way the band found to make sure the promoters would read the entire contract, guaranteeing everything would be in order. Whenever the band would find brown M&M candies backstage, they would immediately do a complete line checkup, inspecting every aspect of the sound, lighting, and stage setup to make sure everything was perfect. Today I learned about the Victorian headless portraits that were a trend in 19th century Britain. You can think of it as a very early version of photoshopping. The photographers would literally cut 2 different negatives and combine them together. The pictures were usually of a person with a severed head, depicted held in their hands, laid on a platter, or held aloft by the hair. They even did that with children's photos, which makes this even creepier. Today I learned that the fastest train in Japan can reach a whopping 600 km per hour, or 374 miles. The model is called L0 Series Maglev, in which Maglev stands for magnetic levitation, the technology used by the train, where instead of using regular wheels on a track, the train slightly levitates using super strong magnets. The train is still in testing, and it's supposed to be open to commercial use in 2027. These were the things that I learned today, and now so did you. Bye!